You might remember as part of the LocalGov Drupal microsites project, we created a number of microsite sites as demos with different themes. So we created one here for an independent living facility. We created one for a film festival. We created one for a park. And we created one for a kind of a digital theme blog. So yesterday I created a repo on the LocalGov Drupal GitHub that converts each of those into an actual theme. So any council can now install this repo here, and we'll give them 4 themes, and they can enable the digital theme blog or the film festival theme or whichever they want, and they can use that then as the basis for their own microsite. Let's have a look at how easy it is to do that. You might remember if we're editing a microsite and we say for the header, for example, that we want to have the header background color to be, let's just go with red. That when we then come to our microsite and refresh our page, the header becomes red. What actually happens is that in the body element here, all of those overrides are set into the style here as custom CSS properties, or the redefined the original CSS property that says. So the header background color here becomes red. What we have with all of these other demo themes that we created was each of these were created in the UI only, so there's no code in them except what gets injected here into the body. So we can see that these are the changes that this theme here makes. So all I did really was I took these changes and popped them into a custom CSS file. Let's have a quick look at it in action. So if we come here to VS Code or whatever you're using for editing, and I cd to my, where is it, teams, web/teams, contrib localgov microsite space, yeah, and I run the create subteam script. So that wants to ask me what's the name of this team. So we'll call this team here tutorial, let's say, and the machine name will be tutorial. Now that's created a subteam for us. So that subteam now is available on the appearance page. So it's this one here. So I can install this. Now make sure you just install it. Don't install and set as default. And then we have this theme available for our theme override. So we can say now that the default theme for this microsite is now going to be which do we call this one here? Oh, I have to refresh the page. Is now available here as a tutorial. So I can enable that. And now if we come back here, we should still have we have still got the red there, so we can maybe change that to just make sure that we can see things are working. We'll change that red to, let's go with purple. Okay, so this theme here is working. Now what I'm going to do again is I'm going to actually remove that because I want to show our changes taking effect. I think I might need to clear the cache as well after that. So in the new subtheme that we've created, that's on VS Code here, we can see that there's a CSS file called variables.css. So this is the tutorial theme here in CSS, variables.css. And it's got some settings in it already just as part of the creation script. So all I did was I come to, let's say we'll go with the People's Park one, for example. Inspect the element here. And then we take all of these items, copy them from here, and paste them in here. And that's it. That's the subtheme created for us now. Now, if we come back to our microsite number 1 here and refresh this, we should end up with the subtheme colors in here. There you go. So you got the subtheme green, and you got the new font here and new font here. And that's all there is to it. So if you go to any other microsite that any other council has created, maybe ask for permission first, but you can inspect their body element and see what styles they've added. Now you'll only get the ones that are added in via the UI that they create. You won't get any styles that are added in if they've actually created a custom theme and put in some changes. But it's a good starting point, because now we've decided that this is the main color and this is our font. But if you change anything then in your own UI, so that's on here. If we said that, for example, again, we'll go back to the header, and we said the header here we want it to be, let's go with gold, and I'll save this. This should override what we get in here just for the header, so it does, but the font still remains the same as what's on the People's Park site, and everything else remains the same. And the other items that were that kind of greeny color, you can, yeah, there you go. They all stay the same. So we're saying that we're only overriding that one item. So finding someone else's microsite or taking this kind of approach, if you can, it's a very good starting place for your own microsite theme. And that's how easy it is to create a theme or a microsite theme. You can do lots of other things, like add whatever other CSS you want to, or change whatever you might want to in individual templates. But I thought that was a pretty cool way of getting a nice bit of work done quickly.